Daylight come and we want to go home. Hey, I'm Vanessa Hudgens, and I'm here at 17 to answer 17 questions. If I have one, I've tried to forget it. The most mortified I've ever been, we had an understudy on for one of the characters when I was on Broadway doing Gigi. The whole scene that follows is a musical number called The Night They Invented Champagne, and we have these champagne flutes. The understudy brings on the tray of glasses, and one of them falls over, and it breaks. I'm like, do I address this or do I move forward? I was like, I'm just gonna let it go, we'll figure it out. She took it upon herself to say, oh no, it looks like we've broken a glass. That's all right, we'll share. And I was like, what is happening? And I completely forgot what I was doing, what my next line is, and I look over at Corey Cott, my cast member, and he's looking at me like he has no idea what is going on. And I just kind of stood there for a second with these playing cards in my hand, and I looked out at the audience. And I started hiding behind my cards because I was like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to say next. It was so terrifying. Eventually I was just like, what cards do you have, to try to like move the scene along. It was terrifying, extremely embarrassing. I forgot my lines and I didn't know what to do, so I stared at the audience. I feel like the memory that sticks out most in my head from High School Musical is probably filming We're All in This Together. All of us together. Doing the choreography, the dun 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 dun, that we had been rehearsing for weeks. I don't know, it just felt really magical and still lives to this day. Probably not. Girl ain't in high school anymore. And I don't know, I feel like the whole heart of a High School Musical are the students, so I'll let them be the heart. I love Ryan. I think he's just like so incredibly wonderful. He's just always at Sharpay's beck and call, but like he goes off and he makes his own strides, and he just is unapologetically He's unapologetically himself. Halloween Town, probably. I'm such a Halloween fanatic, so that was always my go-to. I can't whistle? I'm a raver. I'm a hardcore raver. I feel like people are always like, I didn't know you loved that kind of music that much. And I'm like, it's me in a nutshell. There's nothing better to me than having a heavy, trancey bass going with a smoke machine in a warehouse with lasers. That's my ultimate jam. My favorite go-to getting ready song is probably Julie London's Cry Me a River. I'm a jazzy gal. I don't know. I like feeling classy and from a different era, and that always does it. If I could play any part in a musical, it would probably be Satine from Moulin Rouge, because I love Moulin Rouge, I love Satine, I love the songs, I love the costumes, I love the set, I just love everything Moulin Rouge. There's too many. It would either be my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage little palette, because I keep that with me in my purse at all times. But I also am obsessed with this mascara by Thrive Cosmetics. It's amazing because it makes my lashes like 5 times longer. And then when I go to take it off, you pull it off in like tubes, so then you don't get a case of the raccoon face. The hardest thing about Rent Live was probably not doing it. It was heartbreaking. Our lead, Brendan Hunt, broke his foot the night before, nothing he could do about it, but it meant that we had to broadcast our previous rehearsal, which was the dress rehearsal. And we did the last act live, but it was a bummer. The best thing about Rent Live was just doing it, the whole process of that musical. I'm so obsessed with the songs, with the story. It felt like you were doing something really meaningful. I would wake up in the middle of the night singing songs that weren't even my character's songs. And it would take me a minute before I realized I'm literally singing Santa Fe right now in my sleep. And then I'd be like, go back to bed. It was in my subconscious, but I loved every second of it. Ugh, Meryl Streep is my ultimate icon. I feel like every other actress in the business, but she's amazing. I'm really good at hula hooping. Is that? Climax by Gaspar Noé. I've seen it 4 times already, 3 times in theater. I've brought friends to see it and they were like, why would you do this to me? It takes a certain type of person to like that film, but I'm one of them. Big Little Lies. If someone would have told me sooner how sexy and dark it was, I would have watched it 10 million years ago, but no one gave me that description. Found it on my own and I loved it. Deo, Deo, daylight come and we want to go home. My favorite way to refuel after a workout is Propel's newest fitness water. It's called Propel Vitamin Boost. It's the perfect partner to working out. Thanks for watching, guys. For more videos like this, subscribe to 17's YouTube channel. Bye!